So after we're talking about Malaysia and working as a showgirl, so the next stage you're moving to Thailand,
Yes.
which is performing at this place called Alcazar Cabaret at Pattaya.
Alcazar, yeah.
Okay, it's a really famous place.
Yes, it's been there for 40 years. I think.
40 years? Okay.
There's Alcazar and there's Tiffany, but both of them are very famous.
Okay, so how do you get into Alcazar?
I went for the pageant, Miss Alcazar contest,
Okay,
and then I was the first runner-up.
okay.
So afterwards, I actually went to the pageant because I wanted to go and get my teeth done. Because I have an old friend who's working in the theater and she keeps bugging me, there's a contest, come to the pageant, come to the pageant. But I told her, I want teeth like you. I want to do my teeth and I want to do my nose.
Yeah.
She said, okay, you come for the pageant first. After the pageant, you stay with me, I'll bring you to do your teeth and your nose. So I said, okay, yeah, why not? But very often in my life, I feel like all those little accidents, like you just do it not to win,
Yeah.
but it's always turning out to open doors.
Yeah.
Always.
What you not intentionally,
yeah.
and then it will open different
Yes,
door.
in my life, I always feel that always happens.
Okay.
So I went, and actually the pageant is all only for Thais. I'm the only foreigner.
Okay.
So they need a translator for me and so many different things, and ended up I was the first runner-up. Okay. And then then I went to get my teeth and and enjoying my holiday. And then before I'm going back to Malaysia, because if you go to Thailand, you can stay for 30 days.
Okay.
So my 30 days were up, I'm going to leave, and then there's someone from the management in Alcazar calling me, said the boss would like to visit with you in the theater, can you come over? So my friend said, why? So we came over. So the bosses in Alcazar or even Tiffany, they're very powerful in Thailand. They're very rich families only, and they're usually in politics.
Yeah.
So he's a very regal man. Like, no, he won't simply ask to meet anyone,
Okay.
So when
it's like CEO from a big company.
Yeah. So when I walked in, he's actually leaving.
Mm-hmm.
So he just looked at me and then he said, he said in Thai, when she smiles, she's very pretty. Because at that time, I just did my teeth.
And then of course you cannot help yourself, keep smiling.
I'm always like, showing my teeth.
Yeah.
And then he laughed.
Okay.
But then the HR department called me and said, they would like to offer you a job. But at that time, I'm still teaching music in Malaysia and performing in the captain's cabin, and I have my show there, I have a dog, I have my life there, I have an apartment. Then I said to my friend, really, work here? And then my friend and by that time, I've already stayed there 1 month. I'm very close with all the showgirls. They're very, Thai people, they're very friendly and very well. Yes, they said, come. And then my friend said, do you know that there's only girls who come here and beg to work here? Because it's a good life if you're working in this.
What do you mean like good
for
life?
For transsexual women in Thailand.
Okay.
If you get to work there, you become a superstar. It's like better than you have to work in the streets. Or you have to work in the 7-Eleven.
Or normal job or other job.
Yes, because you get to be beautiful, you get to be glamorous, you know what I mean?
So how about the pay? You mean a very good pay?
The pay, if you compare it to Malaysia, in Malaysia was getting paid a lot more.
Oh really?
Yeah, but then my friend said, come do it for 1 year, give face to the boss, because they're big, they're really, so I called back home to my mom, came back to Malaysia, we discussed it, and then we said, why not? It's a good opportunity for a trans woman. Everyone, wow, Thailand, you'll be the first Malaysian,
Yeah.
So I came for 1 year and then things worked out well.
Okay.
And when I first came, I also worked in the PR office because I was helping them with English language translation, doing the brochures, and
I want to ask you this first before we go any further, right? Because this is I quite interested about this. You say working at Malaysia as a showgirl, you earn more money than working at Alcazar?
Yes, because you see, in Malaysia it's only Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yeah.
We only have a rehearsal on Monday.
Okay.
So the rest of the time you're free. I had another job. I was teaching music.
Yeah.
So it's only 3 nights a week, and you get paid considerably well.
Okay.
But in Alcazar, it's the same amount.
Okay.
But you only get 1 day off in 2 weeks.
1 day off.
But now it's better. Now the conditions have improved. But whenever
1 day off
every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks.
But I didn't know.
So you have to perform all the time?
Yeah, the whole time. Every day 3 shows. And
every day 3 shows.
Yeah.
And that is like.
And I was also working in the office. So I'm in the office at 10. I finish at 4. Then you go do your makeup. Start the show at 6. Finish at 11.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like when you come to think of it, it's little money, but
it's little for amount of hours
and work that you
have to put in.
Yeah, so it's but Thai people are like that. They work very hard.
Okay.
But in Malaysia, it's like one rehearsal on Monday, then you do Wednesday, and the show starts in Malaysia 10:30.
Okay.
You can start putting your makeup on at 9:30. You're fine to do the show, so you can work the whole day. And
how long is one show
in
Alcazar?
There's 3 sets every night, so it's 6:30, 8, and 9:30. It's an hour plus. But after I started working, then things picked up. We started having 4 shows.
Wow.
So it's 4 shows a night.
And now the pay, it's still same pay.
You get extra a little bit for an extra show, but it's very little.
That's why sometimes the girl have to go outside and take picture with the tourists.
I hate that. That is so degrading because if they paid you well enough, you don't have to do that. You can, then they just give you tips.
Yeah.
But here,
but you know how hard. So this is still happening, right? Yeah. So if you go to Alcazar, please take picture with the showgirl. You know.
Because you get paid very. And also, a lot of people don't know when we go out to take the pictures, you don't get all the money that you get. You only get 40%.
What?
60% goes to the company.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah. So that's why a lot of girls are working really hard. And
only 40%.
So if you get 1,000 baht, that they only take back 400 baht. The 600 baht goes to the company. So a lot of people don't know. They said that why are they, fighting so hard to earn more? And that's not it. After I finish Alcazar at 11, I go to bars, shows in the bars.
Okay.
So there are little small bars where all the theater girls will go from Tiffany, from Alcazar. So we perform like in this bar, then another bar. So by the time we finish work, it's 6 a.m.
Oh my god.
And then we have a meal together.
But when you performing at the bar, you can have all the money, right?
Yes, but it's like very little.
Okay.
It's like you do a few bars, but you get paid very little. But when you accumulate it from the different bars,
well, of course it's little. You know why? If Alcazar only pay you that much, the other bar not gonna want to pay you more.
But the bars are nice because it's every night, and then you can perform whatever you want.
Okay.
So you keep
just freestyle.
Then you improve your talent. And there's some bars that actually pay well, but in Thailand it's like that. Like one bar, it's not going to be there for 10, 20, 30 years. They always change.
Okay.
The management changes, they close down,
So what you learn from Alcazar, since you're already performing for a while in Malaysia, right?
I learned a lot.
You learned? So
a lot.
What do you mean by a lot? Be specific.
The stage in Malaysia is like this.
Okay.
But the stage in Alcazar is like this.
Yep.
In Malaysia, maybe you have 2 backup dancers, or at the most 4 backup dancers.
Mm-hmm.
There, sometimes you have 40 people behind you, backing you up.
Okay.
And you're the lead. So you grow as a performer. You become. There's a lot. I grew a lot because of Alcazar, and they also gave me responsibilities where I help the younger girls with their lip syncing. So I'm doing more than I used to do before.
Okay.
And then you're editing music, you're coming up with new shows, giving them new ideas. So you become more creative.
Yeah.
And what's inside your creativity gets to come out.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
So they give you quite a lot of freedom of creativity.
Yes, because every year within the theater, they have this thing called a lip sync contest. Yeah. It's actually very interesting. You can go and Google it on YouTube, Alcazar lip sync contest.
Okay.
So they have it in-house only for the staff.
Okay.
So there's a heats where everybody does solo performance, and if you're chosen to the semi-final, you can have 4 backup dancers, so you can do any show.
Okay.
They give you a concept, and if you're in semi-final and you get to the top 10, you can have a huge production. So you prepare the sets, the costumes and everything, and the winner, their show gets to go into the daily program of the show, and they also get like a salary rise.
Yes.
So that me and another friend, we used to help the girls.
Yep.
Because we had talent in choreography and stuff. Yeah. So you get your ideas out there. It's so nice.
So you are. I'm not so sure it's about every other girl, right?
Yeah.
But you are a showgirl before.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can think about create stuff, things like that.
Yeah.
But how about other girls that work in Alcazar? Are they a showgirl as well, or just a not pretty girl?
Because they are the older generation, and people always have this misconception that Thai girls are they're just pretty, they don't have talent. But if you go to the small bars, they're very talented. I would say even sometimes more talented than the showgirls that I knew and me in Malaysia.
Okay.
And then they actually
can you repeat that again, because the bus just walked past?
Yeah, because they are.
You think the
Thai girls, have a lot more talent, but you don't see it in the theater.
Okay.
Because the theater is just more beautiful. You just come out, is that a man? Is that a woman?
Yeah.
That's their concept in the theater. You go, I can't believe that's a man.
Yeah.
But in the bars, they're like, all out, Beyonce and Jennifer Lopez. And
to try to entertain you.
Yeah.
So, but I think Alcazar is more like Las Vegas Showgirl. You know when we see the old movie, the girl is like beautiful, graceful.
Yeah.
You walk like this. I think that's Alcazar style.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not so much like the drag queen kind of shows that you see, where it's really talent and lip sync and dancing and
It's like Las Vegas. Yeah. Especially from the old movie that if you watch, I think that's give me the vibe. Okay. Okay. I don't want to say this, but I'm surprised I'm asking this question as well, because we're talking about money. So the salary is a bit low, right? So why continue staying after that?
Passion.
Yeah,
and you can make more money by going to the bars. And when I went to the bars, I bought my first car in Thailand. I have a house there.
Okay.
Because you tend to learn how to make money in other places.
Okay.
And then people call you for fashion shows, and they call you to do this, do choreography. So you get extra money elsewhere, and it's passion. And that's also one of the reasons why eventually I left, because I feel like there's no long-term future if you're going to be in this job.
Okay.
But of course there's pros and cons, don't get me wrong. A lot of girls, like Thai girls who work with Alcazar, like they get to travel overseas because they have a permanent job. So at the end of the year, they can use the name of Alcazar and apply for a visa. Because Thai passport is really, really weak when, going to other countries. But the name Alcazar helps them.
Okay.
Easy to get a visa. So there are pros and cons,
Okay. What is other Thai girl when they retire? What they do after they retire?
Good question. Like in the theater, they don't sack you.
Okay.
So if you become like, you grow older,
Yeah.
you're not able to perform, then you become a dresser in the backstage.
Okay.
Or you take care of because the backstage is huge. There are two backstage on both sides, so they'll have walkie-talkies to make sure all the performers are ready. Stage managers, so they graduate to become that.
Yeah.
So they get paid.
They go behind the scene.
Yeah.
So how many people actually working at Alcazar? It sounds like
hundreds, a lot.
100 people.
Yeah, hundreds and hundreds, because the costumes that we wear, it's not bought from Bangkok or Pratuna.
Okay.
They have a workshop in the back. Everything is made on site.
Okay.
So there's a whole huge team working in the costumes. There's a huge team in the back that does all the artwork, the sets, the props, the lighting. So hundreds of people.
Yeah. That's why you're talking about before, like the Alcazar is run by a big company like that. Now I can understand. Yeah, because for everything have to go inside for the production and actually keep it working as well. Oh wow! Learn so much. Just something that you see from so superficial. Because you look at it, it's just beautiful. You don't think about everything that run behind it.
And then when I worked in Alcazar, my big mamas who were like in charge of my shows in Malaysia, they came to visit me. They came to see the show. So in the daytime, when I'm working in the office, I brought them to see the backstage, see the workshop, and they said, "Wow!" And they said, "This is what you really call dedication." Because the showgirls in Malaysia, they say sometimes they get paid a little bit, and then they complain. But look at them; they get paid so little, but they still work so hard, and they put like all the effort in there.
Do you feel like a star?
No, I guess.
When working
I know people always think I'm a Leo, I'm like a big star, but I'm still a nice person.
No, I mean working as Alcazar, give you that feeling?
Yeah, and people in Malaysia, everyone say, "Oh my God, she's a star in Alcazar," and it's like you gain a certain amount of respect, because it's not easy to get there.
But how about at Thailand? In Pattaya area, since you live, you live in Pattaya?
Yes.
Okay, so if they know you are Alcazar,
they look at you like, "Wow, she's a star,"
Okay, so you feel this difference?
No, I'm just normal. I just
not feel like people will make you feel.
Yeah, maybe people feel like, "Oh wow, look, that's a star, Alcazar star." And sometimes you go out, and if they recognize you, they will ask you, "Can I take a picture with my daughter?" Maybe you take a picture with their child. It's like in Thailand, it's.
Any other thing you can get from this? being a Alcazar girl.
What else? Wow, there's so much already. I feel like there's like a lot of status. Yeah, like for example, last year I went to Paris for 10 days. I went to visit pastry shops because I'm a pastry chef, so I want to see all the pastries in Paris. So I went to see the Moulin Rouge.
Yes.
So when I went to the Moulin Rouge, I bought tickets and I watched the first show. What I didn't realize is the person who's in charge of choreography in Moulin Rouge is following me on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
So he saw my post that I'm outside the Moulin Rouge, and he located where I'm sitting, and he's sending me a message on Facebook Messenger and said, "You're here tonight, please come and see me after the show." So after the show, I went to meet him. I was with one of my friends. I went to meet him, and he has all these gifts for me and said, "Watch the show again in the VIP." He put us right in front of the VIP seat for the next show. Bottle of champagne. Watch the show again in the VIP seat, and after that he took me backstage.
Wow.
Get to meet the performers, get to see the backstage. So it has its perks, you know.
So what is the backstage like?
It's very well, like it's
organized?
like Alcazar, but it's very well organized, and it's actually quite small compared to. You will imagine it's really big,
Yeah.
but it's not. It's different level. It's small, but it's very, very well organized.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
So it's like, you know.
How about the
don't
show?
expect-
How about the show?
Amazing, very, very nice.
What do you mean amazing? Because you are
Because
Alcazar
I
girl,
watch-
you know.
Yeah, but we watch Moulin Rouge and Lido on YouTube, and we try to imitate them
Okay.
because they're so amazing. You know what I mean? But you don't know that at the same time they are watching us.
Yeah, you know, because I think the internet bring everyone together.
Yes.
So we are watching what each other do and
Yeah.
see what we can do.
And
You know.
improve.
Yeah, and improve and inspire.
Yeah. So when
Yeah.
I went there, I was like, wow, you know, just being an Alcazar girl and look at the, you know, in Moulin Rouge, you get a free ticket. It's amazing.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's amazing story.
Yeah.
So you being a showgirl, also being a beauty queen. When did you start being a beauty queen?
Actually, I was pushed like when I was a showgirl, and then you know in Malaysia they have small pageants, but for them it's big.
Okay.
That's a big. And then your big mama says, "You pretty, you take part,"
Okay.
and then you smile.
Yeah.
I was not pretty before, but I have this.
Okay.
So they always push me because I have the brain.
Yeah.
They say all the girls are so pretty but stupid. When it comes to IQ, they die. You know what I mean?
No, what you mean. Yeah.
So that's why they pushed me to go. But I didn't actually take part in many pageants. But I'm lucky that in the ones that I took part in, I got good placing.
Mm-hmm.
People always think, oh, she's a pageant queen. She definitely did 30 pageants. I don't even think I did 10. If I count.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In my whole life, not even 10.
Okay.
But it's like, I was lucky.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have a good placing every time you join the pageant.
Yes. So it kind of like makes you.
So do you have a worst experience on stage, either as a
In a
show,
pageant?
either in a pageant or showgirl?
As a showgirl, so many. I
Like,
can tell you so many.
Really?
Yes.
Sure. Tell me one.
One would be like you go out and then you have your headgear on your head, and then you're dancing and suddenly it's falling on the stage and
Okay.
it's rolling. And then all the audience are looking, where's the head? But you have to pretend like it's still on your head.
So you just pretend nothing
Just
happened.
pretend like nothing happened. And then
Who going to pick up the crowd?
when you finish it, when you're going in, you have to pick it up and you go inside. A lot.
A lot.
So many different ones. And then one is like, there's an Indonesian, it's actually a Malaysian song in Alcazar, but they call it the Indonesian number. So we all, the backup dancers, we are sometimes the star, but we also do backup.
Yeah.
So I was one of the backup dancers in the Indonesian song. So we come out in a long line, in a circle, and then we're supposed to go to our space, and then the lead stops in the middle. So I'm the last backup dancer. So we all go in the line, and then when I finish, I'm looking, where's the lead? The lead is not there. She didn't come out. She got changed in time.
Okay.
Then the big mama on the backstage is like, you, huh? In this costume, it's like the same as the backup. Then I'm standing there and I'm leading the song like, oh my god, this is so embarrassing, you know what I mean? Then I went in, I'm screaming at the girl, where were you? Why didn't you come out? So
Oh my
embarrassing.
god.
Yeah, so a lot of like different things.
Well, yeah, it's but it's also good memory, don't you think?
And sometimes, this one time I wore different shoes on both times.
How rush you have to change your outfit?
In Alcazar, it's not too rushed.
Okay.
But for me personally, I like to do a lot of numbers.
Mhm.
For them, it's like minimum 3. Each
Okay.
showgirl has to do. If you're a superstar, minimum 3.
Okay.
But if you're young and you're a backup, then you do 8, 9.
My
in
god.
one. So I like to dance naturally, like, and I feel like, oh, it can help me to
Yeah.
keep my weight. And I like to do. I'm the type of person who likes traditional dancing.
Okay.
I like Thai dancing. I like Malay dancing. I like Korean. So each show I did 7 numbers.
Oh my
So
god.
some of my numbers would be
7 number?
yeah. So some of the numbers will be I'm leading here, and then I have to change really quickly to do the Korean number.
Yeah, wow.
And then I have to change really quickly to do another. So like I'm leading in this song. The Koreans are looking at me. Oh, she's pretty.
Wow.
Then I come in, and then after that I'm doing and the Koreans, this is her just now, just before this. But you're used to it.
But that is work so hard because put it this way, right? One song is 3 minutes.
Depends. Some are longer, some are shorter.
Yeah, exactly. You know, 7.
Yeah, and 4 shows a day.
Yeah.
That's why I'm skinny.
Oh my God, that is like boot camp.
It is. It's like, but not all items are like, you know.
Yeah.
Some like the Korean dance is very relaxing.
Yeah. But not only that, you know, you also have to remember the choreography.
Yes.
You have to practice to do the choreography.
Yeah.
You have to. There's a lot of preparation to the number to be perfect. Amazing, everyone. Amazing.
The life of a showgirl.
Yeah, and it shows how hard you work as well.
Yeah.
You know, oh my God.
I like hard work.
Well, you tell me about one thing about Alcazar. Working at Alcazar, right? So before you go there, of course you don't know any language.
No, zero.
But now
I speak Thai fluently. I can read it. I can write it.
Okay, can you say some Thai to our audience, please?
สวัสดีค่ะยินดีต้อนรับ Miss Transsexual Australia 2017 นะคะ ชื่อ Laeticia ลาวินาจากมาเลเซีย แต่ปัจจุบันอยู่พัทยากลายเป็นคนไทยไปแล้วค่ะ ขอบคุณค่ะ
Oh my God, you really sound like Thai. Laeticia.
Actually, when I joined the pageant Miss Alcazar, I can't understand anything.
Yes. So how to learn your language?
So I started with, you know, like how you have ABC, but they have it in the market. I actually saw the book. Oh, this is Thai alphabet. So it's Ko Kai. It's like English.
Okay.
It's like Chinese.
Okay.
Where you have the letters.
Okay. Yeah.
So you do start with the letters. So when I started writing the letters and I started getting the word Kai, then I say Kai. They said no, ไม่ใช่ไก่ Kai. Kai is chicken.
Kai is chicken.
Egg.
Yes.
So it's different. Then you start to get the pronunciation. But in the beginning, I could speak it, but my pronunciation is all wrong.
Yeah.
So they keep correcting me.
Okay.
เหนื่อย not เหนื่อย like they teach you, and then you're like, okay, you get it. And then eventually, all my friends now they look at me, and then they scold me in Thai. It's a bit rude in Thai, but it's อีดอกมึงเป็นคนไทยไปแล้วนะ It's like, bitch, now you're a Thai person, but I can't speak English zero. I say that's not my fault.
Oh my God. So how long for you to kind of start to master the language?
Master, I would say at least 2 years, but to start speaking it, like I can confidently go out and order food. Like after 6 months, I started to speak it.
Wow. So for anyone want to learn about Thai language, what would you say about that?
I think for me it's easy because you're living there.
Okay.
If you're living in a country, say you go and live in Germany.
Yes.
And then you start learning German, I think it's easy to pick it up very fast.
Okay.
Because you have people to practice it with every day.
And is it because you got a boyfriend, Thai boyfriend too?
No comment. Actually, more like because of my friends. Because I have a lot of close friends who are Thai and they're teaching me, oh, say this, it's like this, say that. And the first word to teach you is the bad words.
Okay.
And then they say this, then when you say, no, don't say it, it's not good.
But you obviously are quite smart girl.
I'm good with languages. I'm not good with numbers.
Okay.
I'm not smart, but I'm good with languages. I'm good with artistic things. Like, if it's history, I love it because it's something you love.
Yeah,
Then I tend to remember things like that.
Yes.
I love like digging into deep history about churches and temples and olden history. Like I like old things like, oh, did you know like Kublai Khan was this. I love stuff.
You
like
can
that.
be a good teacher.
I think I can.
Did you ever think about that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I think I'm a good
because
teacher.
you tell a good story, you know.
And I'm patient.
Yeah.
And I love kids.
Yeah. You know, I really seriously think about that.
Yeah, I should. Yeah.
But
what would I teach?
Obviously, well, history.
Oh, yeah.
Just history. You are just so good at it because I think you're good at storytelling.
Yeah.
Because you know, doing a show is a storytelling.
That's true.
So how you create the story and everything as well. But obviously, at the moment, you are already leaving Alcazar. Have you left Alcazar?
Yeah, you see, when I moved on. I know the question you're going to ask is about Le Cordon Bleu. So I went to study French cuisine and French pastry. I've actually been wanting to do this for the last 4 or 5 years.
Okay, because so we just make sure is Le Cordon
Bleu. In French.
Yeah, in English is the blue ribbon.
Yeah.
Yes.